Hi everybody, Gert Louw from Cape Town and welcome to another video. This is going to be one of those videos where I want to inspire you, where I'm going to show you my life story after the age of 40 to currently my age 56. I'm going to show you that when a lot of stuff is counting against you and basically you've lost all hope and you think this is the end, that it's still possible to turn things completely around and to reach levels higher than you ever dreamed possible. What you might consider as the end is not the end. Now, I'm talking about people that's facing real serious health issues, for example. Okay, so let me start with this video. Now, I know exactly where you are right now. The feeling of hopelessness, depression, bad health, worries, and just generally hating yourself, who and what you are. Now, I was there. And after the age of 40 and a long sickbed, I decided I had one of two choices. Either I continue on this road and, well, die, or I get up, get my act together, and simply force myself to become what I dreamed of, but always failed to do. Now, of course, I knew this is going to be a rough road, and a very painful one by that, especially considering my health issues. Plus, now I was over 40. That doesn't make it any easier. Well, guys, today I'm 56. I've achieved shape in my life that I never thought I would ever had. And I simply exceeded my wildest dreams. And this is what I want for you. I just want you to realize that it is possible with a hell of a lot of effort and pain, but it is possible. Are you going to grab it? So no matter how bad you think your situation is, you can get out of it. You can exceed your dreams by far. Life is far from over. So here I'm going to count down now for you the things that I did on my journey that made the biggest impact on my success. And this is especially applicable to any guy over 40. Starting at point 11. 11 carries the least amount of weight, and I work up to number 1 that carries the most weight. Point 11, alcohol. I had to curb my alcohol and increase my water intake. Now, for the older guy, without curbing your alcohol intake, you will not reach success with a body transformation. Unfortunately, alcohol for the older guy has this bad habit of accumulating fat layers around the internal organs, and that is why a lot of the guys that drink excessively has this big bloated tummies. They're not really bloated, it's because of all the fat layers around the organs inside. That in itself could be a very serious health issue. So any guy drinking even moderately to excessive alcohol will struggle severely to get a flat tummy. And the older we get, the more problematic this becomes. The maximum amount of alcohol that you should drink on a transformation journey when you're over 40 is once a week and not more than equal to, let's say, alcohol intake of 500 milliliters of red wine. Number 10, supplements. Hi guys, really, there are so few supplements out there that really has got solid science behind them. All the marketing and advertising claims is 99% false. They cling to half-truths and incomplete science studies. They are ripping you off, guys. And believe me, all these photos, all this proof that they have of the people that use their product and achieve such a great body, it's all stolen. Busted more than 130 supplements and companies so far that's abusing my before and after transformation photo without my consent, and obviously completely lying. I've never even seen their supplement and never used their supplement. And this is what they do. And it's so difficult to make a case against these guys. So the only thing that's going to get thinner with the supplements is your wallet. Now, if you do want to see what supplements I recommend that has got some solid science behind them, I'll put a link for you up on the screen. I've got actually on my site, I've got a supplement order page where I give you links to all the supplements that makes the grade. Point 9, general health. Now remember guys, you're over 40 or over 50 or whatever the case may be. That means your health is not what it was when you were 20 or 30 years old. So you need to take extra care, especially also with COVID-19, it becomes even more problematic. So there's certain basic supplements for your health that you need to take when you're over 40. Those supplements are things like alpha-lipoic acid, coenzyme Q10, potent multivitamin, vitamin D3, and vitamin C. Point 8, limit cardio. Now guys, one of the biggest problems that older guys do is to try and think that by doing a lot of cardio they're going to build a great body. You're going to build a fit body and probably a healthy body, but you're not going to build a great looking body with cardio. Moderate to excessive cardio for the older body kills muscle size. Full stop. And the only thing that gives the older body or anybody a great look is muscle. So by bringing down the muscle size with a lot of cardio is not going to be in your best interest to look great. The only way people can bypass this is by actually using anabolic steroids. That will prevent the muscle size from going down when doing excessive cardio. And anabolic steroids is not the best choice for the older guy. Point 7, prioritize your training. Most older guys falling flat on their face with their transformation is because of the fact that they do not prioritize their training sufficiently. That means you're not supposed to be off from gym or training unless you have a doctor's certificate. That is how important it really is, because it's not about your mood, it's not about how you feel, it's not about the little throat sore you got or whatever other excuse you can come up with. You get your ass to the gym, doesn't matter what, and unless you got a doctor's certificate, you train. That kind of consistency deliver results. Point 6, train to failure. Now there's various ways of stimulating and igniting muscle growth. But to be honest guys, the best, by far the best one out there is still train the muscle to failure. That is what ignites growth. If you train your muscle every time with no failure occurring, you're going to find it difficult to grow effectively. Now, remember that the older guy has already got so much counting against him. Lower testosterone levels, lower growth hormone levels, and many other things. So he struggles much more already to build muscle. And on top of that, if you don't train to failure, it's even going to be more difficult for the older body to respond for muscle growth. Muscle growth only occurs when the muscles are challenged sufficiently. Point number 5, never stop training. Now, as we age, our injuries will become more and more frequent. But the key here is that the older guy must never stop training as a result of injury. Now, with that, I don't say that you must train through an injury and, the problem becoming even worse and so on. No, you train wisely around the injury. You don't train the area that was injured or whatever. You allow time for it to heal. But you train the other muscles, your legs, your abs, or whatever the situation is. So wisely you keep training, but around the problem or training injury. As we grow older, it becomes increasingly more difficult to regain what was lost when we stop training. Point 4, your diet as a tool. You need to manipulate your diet scientifically to force results. If you don't do this, a very specific process, then you're going to find that you're basically playing Russian roulette with your diets. And that is why 80-90% of people fail with their diets, because they don't use it scientifically as a tool to force results. And because it's that much more difficult for us older guys to lose fat and to gain muscle, we really need to follow the scientific approach to force results. Now that scientific approach, I've discussed it in many of my videos and in much more detail on my site. And obviously I take you through a step-by-step process in my coaching system. That scientific process is every 14 days. You do body fat calipers, you do the weighing scale, and you do tape measurements. And you put all of that in a logbook and you compare that every time to the previous 14 days results that you got. And that will show you what effect your diet had or your daily calories had that you took on your body in the last 14-day period. And that will determine whether you lost fat or gained fat, or lost muscle or gained muscle. And determining on that result, you will then either increase or decrease your daily calories of your diet, and thereby forcing results. Guys, this is point number 4 because this carries a lot of weight. Your diet is the key to unlock everything on your transformation journey. Point number 3, older body training. Now the problem is here that the older body cannot be trained the way that a younger body, 20-year-old, 30-year-old guy is hitting the weights. He can't take the intensity, he can't take the frequency, and he struggles much more with tendon issues, joint issues, and general muscle problems. So the older guy needs to train in a very specific way to protect his body, to protect his joints, his tendon. So a very specific training approach needs to be followed for the older guy, which will protect you as much as possible against injuries, overtraining, and to force systematic growth. Now again, all of that is discussed in my coaching system, and there's a lot of information on my site. Point number 2, manage your testosterone levels. Now guys, This is number 2 because it carries just about the most weight in your whole approach. If you don't manage your testosterone levels, your blood testosterone levels when you're over 40, then the chances are you are not going to get success. You're not going to be able to lose fat effectively. You're not going to be able to build muscle effectively. And there's a host of other problems that comes with it. Pretty much the most important thing is to know what your blood testosterone level is every 6 months or at least once a year, but definitely not longer than every 2 years. Now there's a very easy way of getting this done. There's a home testosterone testing kit out there. So you don't have to go to the doctor, you just order this online. It comes to your home, you do your blood prick on your finger, you get your blood sample in a little thingy and you send it off to the pre-packaged envelope, and 2-3 days afterwards you get your results back. And after you got your results back, then you go to the T-Manage plan, which is a free testosterone managed plan that I got on my site. And with that plan, you start managing your testosterone levels to make sure that you increase them systematically and that they are in the top 20% of what is considered normal. Because if they're not in the top 20%, then I promise you guys, you're going to have a severely difficult road ahead of you to try and get to the body that you want. It's probably going to be impossible. Not addressing your testosterone levels, single biggest stumbling block for the older guy to reach success in a body transformation. I'm not talking here about steroids, I'm talking here about a natural approach, step-by-step approach to get your blood testosterone levels elevated. Again here, be very careful to listen to any marketing claims out there of any testosterone booster product. It's all lies, guys. And most of these products are just scams to try and get the hooks into your credit cards. Right, point number 1, faith and becoming a better you. Now, I had to make this point number 1 because for me, that was my single biggest tool that I use to get success. Because the journey was not easy, and my journey had other aspects in it, you know, because of my serious health problems that I had. So for me, it was an absolute journey of faith and to become a better person. I didn't like, just after age 40, I didn't like the person that I was. I didn't like the inside or the outside of that guy. In fact, I pretty much hated myself, and I wanted to become better. Not just looking better, I want to be more caring, I want to change my character, I want to be less selfish, and a lot of other things which I didn't like about myself. And the only way I could do that was to go through a journey of faith, a journey of trying to walk in the footsteps of my mentor, Jesus Christ. Now, of course, even mentioning, you know, the name Jesus Christ in a fitness related video is going to make a lot of people cringe. But I, for one, I don't care about political correctness. I say what I truly believe is right and correct, and I do not adhere to what the world just wants to hear. I'm not one of those brainwashed minions out there. I think for myself. My journey in fact had my single biggest impact on getting to my success and pushing through in life. Simply put, if it wasn't for my faith, I would not have reached my goal. Today, I like who I am. I'm much less selfish. I'm much more caring. I like the inside, I like the outside of the person. I like the heart of that person. If I ignored this aspect, then I'm not telling you the truth. This had the single biggest impact on me reaching my goal. Okay, conclusion, guys. That was my journey, and that was the things that had the biggest impact on me getting to my goalpost. Now it's over to you. Use what you can from this video. Let it inspire you and start with your own journey. Now, of course, with all the skills that I've acquired on my journey, this is now the past 16 years, I've developed extensive coaching system for the older guy that's incorporating all these teachings that I've got in my videos. It's specifically designed for your body, your goals, and your particular age group. And I give you 6 months email support. So if you want to find out more, you want to sign up, I'll put the link for you up on the screen. Just check it out. But apart from my coaching, guys, everything, all my information that I provide on my site and in my videos is for free. I don't charge a cent for it. So I ask that if anything did help you, I ask for a small donation. My donations and my coaching, that's my only form of income, guys. So for your convenience, I've got PayPal or Bitcoin options. Just look in the video description box. There's the links where you can donate to. And that is it, guys. So from me, happy training, happy transformation. Gert Louw from Cape Town, signing off. Cheers, everybody.